Hi guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm super excited because we have a new Huda Beauty product to test out. So Huda just came out with these new blush sticks. You guys know I am a blush fiend, fanatic. I'm addicted to blush. It's my favorite part in my makeup routine. So we're gonna get into my first impressions, some swatches of these, and all that good stuff. So if you want to see all that, then definitely keep on watching. I literally ran to my Sephora this morning as soon as they opened up and went down there to buy these blushes, okay? I am so excited about this. I do want to share my thoughts on these because when I posted my last purchase or pass video, this was released after, like literally as soon as I posted that video. I didn't get to catch these in time to put it in that video. So I want to tell you guys my first impressions on when I first saw this was announced. Honestly, I was low-key kind of disappointed, but I had to like take a second and like kind of think about it, you know? So whenever I think Huda Beauty, I think full coverage, okay? I feel like Huda Beauty literally is known for like that full coverage makeup, and she did come out with that subline Glowish, which is more so like that lighter coverage, you know, everyday kind of makeup look. That's more of the like everyday makeup consumer wear. So this is where I thought these would fall under, just from like the fact that these are called Cheeky Tint Blush Sticks. These have a buildable color, they're vibrantly sheer, and they're waterproof, which I do love that they're waterproof. But these feel like they should fall under the glowish category. So that's what I first thought of, because I just thought these would be like intense pigment, full on, just from the swatches. Now I haven't applied them to my face yet, but I just wanted to share my first initial thoughts when I first saw this was revealed. So we're gonna dive into it. I picked up 2 shades. There are 5 shades that these come in, and they do retail for $25 each, which is very, honestly, it's not too expensive for Huda Beauty because that is a high-end brand, but for a blush stick, I mean, that's seems like it's pretty typical, but we'll see if it's worth $25. First shade I picked up is Rebel Red. I love my red tone blushes, so I was super excited about that. And then the other shade I picked up is Batty Berry. I also love my berry tone blushes, so I had to pick up these 2 because these were the 2 shades that were definitely calling my name. So I'm gonna zoom y'all in and we're gonna go ahead and apply these to the cheeks. Now that we are zoomed in, okay, so I literally just have on, I did my eye makeup. If you guys are curious about what's on my eyes, I am wearing the Huda Beauty Naughty palette. This is my favorite palette from Huda Beauty. You guys already know your girl loves this palette, so I had to wear it in today's video. But for my foundation, I didn't want to go full coverage matte foundation because I didn't know how these would apply on a matte foundation. So I stuck with like the natural finish. So I'm wearing the ColourPop Pretty Fresh foundation, if you guys are curious, in the shade 190W. I am going to start off with, which one? Let's go ahead and start off with this one right here. This one is Rebel Red. So something that I do love about the packaging on this is that you actually can see what color it is. So I love that. So if you just have this, you know, stored away in your drawer, you can just see the packaging and know that that's what you're picking up. So I love the touch on this. These are like a soft matte feel as well, which I do love. The packaging is, honestly, I really love it. And it does feel really light. Like it feels like almost empty. You do get 5 grams of product in here as well, if that means anything to you. So we're gonna start off with Rebel Red. I am gonna apply this with a brush. We're gonna use my Fenty 125 brush, which is definitely stained. This is my favorite brush for cream products. So I love to use this. I have 2 of these brushes, one for cream contour and bronzer, and then the other one for cream blush. So I love this brush, highly recommend it. You can get it at Ulta now, so. All right, so I'm just gonna take some of this on this brush. I just like to take it like that. I don't like to swipe onto my face. I just feel like it picks up your foundation that way. Here. So like I said, this one is Rebel Red. Okay. So it blends beautifully. It honestly looks like my skin. It looks like I'm naturally blushing with the shade. I don't know if you can like really see it a lot on camera. I don't have concealer on right now. I was gonna put concealer on after because I didn't want the concealer shade to alter the blush. But this is what Rebel Red looks like using a brush. I feel like the more I blend, it probably would just disappear. This formula claims to be a buildable formula, so we are going to try to build this up. Let's go in with a second coat of this product on the brush, and then let's just, okay, so it's building up beautifully. Okay, this looks good. It is dewy, so if you don't like dewy blushes, this might not be the product for you, but honestly, any dewy blush, I literally can make it matte. I do make it matte. I don't leave it dewy like this because I like to set my makeup. So this builds up beautifully. I wasn't sure this would actually build up to be a really intense red. That's what I was a little bit nervous about, that I wasn't gonna be able to get the color of the blush, but this looks beautiful. I can see the color. I'm vibing with it. It's really pretty. It just looks like skin, and I feel like this is perfect for this time of year, like spring. This is a pretty color. What do we think? How do we feel about Rebel Red? Because I think it's really pretty. I'm digging it. Let's move on to Batty Berry. So Batty Berry. We're gonna apply this with a sponge. I don't usually use a sponge, but I know there are different people out there that apply their blush differently, so I like to try to hit as many avenues as possible. So I'm gonna take my e.l.f. sponge from the, what is this? From the Cookies and Dreams collection. I love this sponge. This is my second one. I'm just gonna take some on the sponge. I don't know how this is gonna work, but it is on the sponge. Start to tap this on the cheek. Okay, that's kind of what I figured it would do. So I definitely see the color, but it does sheer it out even more when you use a sponge. It's very, very sheer. Let's try it. I'm gonna try it by swiping. I don't do this, but we're gonna just try it by applying the color here. Okay, so the color is there. Now let's blend it out with the sponge. I'm honestly kind of living for these. I didn't think that I would like these this much because they're not a matte finish and they're dewy, but this is actually really pretty. Ooh, I don't know which color I like more. I feel like this one is just more intense. I feel like the brush just gave me more intense pigment, more coverage. This one just gives me like a sheared out kind of finish, but I can still see the color. Personally, I like to wear my blushes like this, not like this, like, you know, but you can see it. What color do you guys like more, and which application do you guys like more? Me personally, I think I prefer the brush because that is kind of like how I like to use my cream blushes, but I'm digging this, okay? Okay, so I did most of my makeup, but I wanted to stop right here for a second and just show that now that I've set everything, this is how the blush is looking. So it is very dewy. It is a very dewy blush. I will say I am like really tempted to kind of like add more just now that after everything is kind of set. I'm just gonna go back into the brush I first went into. I feel like the one thing about dewy blushes is that they won't look really good on top of powder. That's the only thing. So that is the only thing that is like, oh, it's not gonna be good on top of powder. I do wanna add a little more of the berry shade just to kind of like even out the intensity like I did on the other side, like that. Ooh, that's pretty. It's very pretty. If you go on with a really soft hand, it can kind of work over powder. I think you should definitely use the blush sticks before you powder your face. I'm just gonna use the Huda Beauty Rich Glow Obsessions highlighter palette. This is a great travel palette. I just literally just mix all the shades. So we're just gonna plop a little bit of this here. They're pretty, very, very pretty. So all the products I'm wearing on my face will be listed down below in the description. Let's go ahead and get into my final thoughts on the new Huda Beauty Cheeky Blush Sticks. Now, I think these are a really great formula for those of you guys who love dewy blushes. And I will say it is buildable. That's something that I'm really, really happy about. But I will say these are basically, these come down to preference. So if you like dewy blushes, then you're really gonna love these. I am okay with having a dewy blush because I will eventually set it with another blush. I didn't set it in this video because I wanted you guys to see the colors on my cheeks, because I feel like with this kind of blush, it'll be tacky. It is kind of tacky and it does transfer. I would definitely set it. Like, this is like stressing me out that I have not set this blush, but I would set this blush on any other day. Now, I will say these are a great product to pick up if you love dewy blushes, or if you just love cream blushes and you know you're gonna set it. It's great. I like to set my cream blushes because it helps with the longevity of my blushes, to be honest. So you guys know I'm obsessed with cream blush. Now, as far as Huda coming out with this kind of product, I'm still honestly kind of shocked, because I feel like this product should lean more into the glowish category. Then I'd know, okay, this is like on brand for glowish. But for Huda Beauty's like brand, I would love to see this in another formula. I would love to see more of these in like a cream to powder formula, or just like a matte finish kind of formula with intense pigment. Now, who knows? Maybe this is like a test run. She's testing these out first just to see how people, you know, respond to these blush sticks. But as far as what it is and knowing what it is, I like them. I'm gonna continue to use them, but I would definitely set these 1000%. But yeah, so let me know your thoughts down below on what you guys think about these blush sticks. Are you picking them up? Are they not your cup of tea? What are your thoughts? I hope this video was helpful and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will definitely see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.